In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 diet myths that are preventing you from getting the body and the health that you want. Myth number 5, eating late makes you gain weight. This says that if you eat at 7 or sometimes even 9 p.m., your body starts to store everything that you eat as fat. Now, our bodies don't work this way, but there are 2 hidden truths inside of this myth. The first is, the longer you stay up, the more likely you are to eat again. And number 2, if you lack the sleep that you should be getting, then your body does start to hold on to fat in an almost awkward way. So basically, eating late won't make you gain weight, but lack of sleep just might. Diet myth number 4, carbs make you fat. Now this one is especially damaging because your body uses carbs to do everything. To function your organs correctly, to exercising. Your body uses carbs for basic energy. The only hidden truths inside of this one is that some carbs, like potatoes, tend to be very easy to eat, but also tend to be very high in calories. So basically, just watch your carbs. Diet myth number 3, some sugars are better than others. This myth mostly looks at high fructose corn syrup and brown sugar, because for most people, high fructose corn syrup is seen as very bad, while brown sugar is sometimes seen as good. And the idea is because since brown rice is good, shouldn't brown sugar be good? The reality here is that sugar is sugar. Brown sugar actually tends to have a little bit more sugar because of the molasses that's in it. And making matters worse, most brown sugar is manufactured, meaning that they take white sugar and reintroduce the molasses into it. And that's why we have different shades of brown sugar. So basically, just remember, sugar is sugar. Diet myth number 2, saturated fat and cholesterol are bad for you. Now this one's left over from a decades-old research that looked at the United States and Japan and tried to examine the differences in the diets. What they found is that Americans tend to consume more red meats and more animal products than the Japanese did. The problem with this is that it's a correlational study, meaning that the two are linked, but this doesn't necessarily mean that high cholesterol and high saturated fat leads to poor health. Recent research is actually finding that it's the lifestyle that you live that really determines what kind of health that you have. So basically, if you're inactive and you eat poorly, then you're going to have poor health. The truth about foods like eggs is that they are very satisfying, meaning that they can actually help us feel full. So remember, it's lifestyles, not saturated fat, that leads to poor health. And the number 1 diet myth is that you should be trying to lose weight. Now this is a huge one because so many people dedicate their time to trying to just lose weight. But the problem is, by cutting back on calories, which is the most popular method, all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. Now the issue here is that when you lose weight, that's what you'll lose. Meaning that you'll lose fat, but you'll also lose a lot of muscle. When you're trying to be healthy and look and feel good, you should know that when you lose muscle, your metabolism actually slows down. And when this happens, you have to eat less and less to lose more and more weight. So basically, it's best to focus on fat loss, not weight loss. If you do this, you'll find that you have the energy and you'll even end up with the body that you want. Not to mention that you'll also walk away from every meal feeling satisfied. So these are my top 5 diet myths. Let me know what you think. Do you think I missed some? Are there ones that you think are myths but you're not quite sure? Whatever it is, comment below and let me know.